This 1966 Ford Mustang GT Coupe is very highly documented. It comes with a full binder with all the information and receipts and mileage on everything that was done, every oil change, every part, paint job, everything that was done since 1990 on up to the previous owner. This was a California car. It originated out in California, lived most of its life out there until it came here to the Midwest. I'm not sure exactly on those years on that, but according to all the paperwork that I read, this car was repainted back its original color in 1990, along with the headliner, visors, and carpet was also redone at that same time. Other than that, this car, to my understanding, is a bone stock original car. Very highly optioned. If you go to our website, www.coyoteclassics.com, you're going to see all the options and prices and how much this car sold brand new for on our website. There's documentation and pictures of all that. Again, there's absolutely, in my opinion, no disappointment in this survivor condition 1966 Ford, believed to be original GT car. When they redid the paint back in 1990, it still looks beautiful today. It's got a super straight body on it, a very nice shine, a lot of original chrome on it, in my opinion. Front end looks really nice, the front bumpers, trim, fog lights, all of it looks original, so it all has just a little patina to it, but it could still go to any local car show and you can be super proud of this car, and it could even take some trophies. As we go underneath the hood, it has its original 289 4-barrel as far as I can tell on it. Factory air conditioning, power steering, disc brakes in the front. It is a factory A code car. And if you want any of that information and any of the receipts or mileage stuff, just give us a call and we'd be happy to go through that book and get you any of the information you want. Still has the, trying to think what it's called, thermostat, something like that. It's the emissions control for California, still all intact right here. Engine compartment looks really good. You got to go to our website again, www.coyoteclassics.com, to see how nice the original undercarriage is on this car. Very, very solid. A lot of original red oxy primer still under the car. Frame rails look great. Just check it out. It's a very solid original Mustang. Hood gaps are really nice on it. Both sides fit the top of the fender really nicely. We go around the front, all the paint and stuff was done really well. It's original red car, black final top, black interior. This car came exactly like it sits today, except for one of the previous owners added the torque thrust rims with BFG raised white letter tires. Tires and wheels are in excellent shape. Again, both sides, you look up and down the sides of this laser straight 66 GT Mustang. Very straight and nice. With the paint being done in the 90s, you're going to find a couple little chips. There's a tiny little chip right here. Emblems were all polished. Original emblems look great on it. Check out that door gap, body lines. No bubbles or blisters in the rocker, lower fender, lower quarter doors. I didn't see any rust underneath this car anywhere. It does have another chip right here. Door locks and stuff are all original.
Right now, today's top stories from Des Moines.
Sorry about that. We had the AM radio turned up and decided it wanted to get a little extra volume there. As long as we're inside, we'll talk about that a little bit. We look at the paint and the door jambs. Check out the inner bottom of these fenders, bottom of the door jambs. There's absolutely no bubbles, no rust, no surface rust. Nothing there, guys. Rubbers and stuff are excellent. Does have the deluxe pony interior. It's how it came. It does have speakers in the bottom of the doors, so these might be stock, but I know the ones in the corner are not stock. So it does have some extra speakers in the door over here on the passenger side. It does have the marker lights and they work. The deluxe interior, all that's in great shape. It's got the factory air conditioning. The air conditioning does work. Could use a little charge possibly, but it's still working. Factory heater works. We know the AM original radio works. I'll go ahead and shut that off. Open up the glove box. It's got the factory flashers in there. It's also got, looks like, the original owner's manual, stuff like that in here too. Does have the light inside the glove box. That's working as well. Does have the factory tack and clock. That's all working properly. The clock is not working, but the factory tack works and horn works. It's got the deluxe steering wheel, just like it should have. Disc brakes. All the gauges are working on it. This is just a super nice car, and this is exactly how it came in, guys. Factory pony interior. According to all the paperwork that I read on it, the seat covers are all original. The headliner, visors, and carpet were restored and replaced back in 1990 as well. As far as the seats, seat belts, dash pad, that kind of stuff, I don't have any documentation on that. The previous owner said that was all original. Even check out this console, factory console in it, and it's got the factory air, so it's got an it's got a little end cap here for that console. It's got the shortened console, which is really cool. Headliner's in fantastic shape. It's been replaced, but it's really nice. Does have a third brake light. Back shelf is in good shape as well. This is aftermarket here. It can come right off the factory console, guys, but it's very comfortable. It's got the cup holders and the armrest, so I decided just to leave it in. Paint in the door jambs, all that is excellent as well. If you check out on our website again, the inside of the trunk is all painted body color, original paint, matte, spare, everything's Ford in there, and it looks excellent. Look out the back, it's got the trumpet exhaust. The exhaust is a newer exhaust on it. Sounds great, absolutely no smoke. No bubbles or blisters in the rear quarter, that looks fantastic. There is a scratch here in the rear quarter. It's about 1 inch long, very narrow, but there is a small scratch there. No bubbles or blisters anywhere in the vinyl top. Vinyl top's in fantastic shape. Trunk lid lines up great. Tail light chrome, GT emblem in the back, bumper, all appears original. It doesn't look like it's ever been replaced. It's just very nice original. There's a little tiny paint imperfection right here. It looks like there was a little scratch and it was touched up and buffed right there. You can just see that. Other than that, we're looking up the driver's side just as straight as the passenger side. No bubbles or blisters anywhere on it. Gives you an idea of how good it looks underneath. It's never been painted or undercoated from what I can see under there. It all looks like it's the original red oxy. Driver's side door gap's fantastic. Got a little tiny paint imperfection right here. Not a bubble or nothing, just a little. It's a little. Actually, I don't even know what it is. Maybe some little imperfection in the clear. There's a little chip here in the stripe too. 2 little chips. Like I said, for being done in the 90s, that's all I can find on this car. It's fantastic. Lower fender, rocker, everything's excellent. Tires are in great shape. Bottom of our doors, excellent. It's got all our door tag, matches all the information on the website. Factory red car, black pony interior. Just goes through the whole thing. These Pioneer Pioneer speakers definitely were added at one point. Not sure why they did that, but that's the only thing inside that appears to be added. The original door panels and stuff. It's got the remote mirror. It also has a passenger side mirror. Window felts and stuff look like they're original, but they're still in great shape. Roof rail rubber is nice. Rubbers up and down here are nice. I'm not sure if they replaced those in the 90s or they're original. Car's got 111,634 miles. Again, there's a lot of documentation on the mileage since 1990 till today, so that all has a good backstory with it. Talked about the horn works, factory tack works, wipers, just a 1-speed wiper. They're working and parked correctly. Temp gauge, amp gauge, oil pressure gauge, and our oil pressure is way up there. Gas gauge works. Every single thing works on this car. The air probably needs to be charged a little bit. It was just blowing cool. Right there, it's blowing cool right away. As far as the power steering, doesn't squeal or squawk at all. Shocks feel good, steering feels nice and tight. Our speedometer doesn't seem to bounce around at all. Seems like it's right on the money, 45 mile an hour right now. We priced this car at $25,000, and for a GT car, original red car, I think a guy's gonna look for a long time to find 180 better than this car. The kickdown does work on the tranny. Fog light switch is over here to the left. As far as the console condition and the chrome on the console and the shifter and all that stuff's in great shape as well. It's very, very nice. I'm going to shift it. It does have the green dot. I'm going to shift it down in the correct. There we go. I started out in the third, which automatically starts you in second, so there's our kickdown. That's a lot better. Now with this transmission, we have to start it down in the middle into the green. We'll go ahead and try our brakes once. Disc brakes, absolutely no pull left or right. We have a nice, straight, even stop. It's got a nice shift in transmission. The front suspension feels really good. If you go to our website, you're going to see everything looks good there. We got a ton of pictures of the undercarriage. No hands on the wheel, go straight down the road. This is an awesome driving Mustang GT. You can't go wrong with this Candy Apple Red GT.